I wasn't aware at the time that the culprit of the tension in my interpersonal relationship was my under-accommodating communication behavior. My name is Arya, and the topic of my presentation is the Communication Accommodation Theory, or CAT for short. Under-accommodation is sure to create conflict within interpersonal relationships and is consequential to the way people in your life perceive you. I will be covering the research done on how people perceive under-accommodating speakers, the findings of this research, and how the study helped me understand the issue in my interpersonal relationship with my oldest sister. A study is conducted on the outcome of repeated instances of under-accommodation on people's perceptions of the speaker. The topic from our course that CAT relates to is Communicating Social Identity from Chapter 5. Communication Accommodation Theory proposes that people adapt while communicating verbally and non-verbally to be similar or different to the person they are communicating with. Under-accommodating is when people communicate without adjusting or just ignoring the listener's needs. The research aims to examine how repeated instances of under-accommodation in communication affect people's perceptions and evaluations of the speaker. Participants are given map-based tasks to follow with insufficient directions from who they thought were previous participants. The results of this research found that repeated instances of under-accommodation on people made them feel the speaker had negative motive inferences, which made the evaluation of the speaker unfavorable. The issue in my interpersonal relationship with my oldest sister is how I can be under-accommodating when we're communicating, which creates tension and conflict between us. I understand now that I can be under-accommodating when communicating, which will make me be perceived by her as having a negative motive, which can cause my sister to be under-accommodating to me, causing this cycle of misunderstanding and negative tension every time we communicate. Being able to understand my past behavior and trying to adapt to the communicative needs of my sister can improve our relationship and not cause any further conflicts. Under-accommodation can create tension in relationships and is damaging to the way people in your relationships perceive you. In this presentation, I covered what communication accommodation theory is, the research conducted on how people perceive under-accommodating speakers, the findings of this research, and how the study helped me understand the issue in my interpersonal relationship with my sister. Repeated instances of under-accommodation can cast you in a negative light and create a perpetual cycle of misunderstanding with people in your interpersonal relationships.